of a pauldron is to deflect. That's gonna catch on anything that goes on it.
I like stupidly designed soldiers. I think anyone who's looked at like my character designs can see that I have a thing for ridiculous shoulder armor, which is probably why I like Warhammer 40k.
Yeah,
so much.
Warhammer's full of it, but Warhammer's makes sense because like there's nothing. There's
No, it doesn't.
No, it's.
Have you
it's
seen
not,
a Space Marine run with those things on? I don't know how they can move.
but they're still designed to deflect.
I suppose.
Like, they're not. That's not gonna get caught. Like no weapon is gonna get caught on that thing. That's gonna chink right off. Sorry for the use of the word chink, but. Welcome everybody to the second episode of the ONAMI Plays.
ONAMI discusses shoulder armor.
Yeah. What about Jesse's?
That's good shoulder armor. I do like that. It's a bit small. I think it could be bigger.
That's only.
I think it could stand to cover like her face.
That's only gonna protect her from horizontal swipes, though. Anything directly into the shoulder, she's fucked.
I don't remember this.
Oh yeah, they add a bit of new stuff in the beginning.
Oh, okay, because I was playing the demo.
Yeah, Dan's played the demo of this quite a while ago.
I really liked it. It was a ton of fun.
It was great.
I would even go as far to say that it was better than 15 in terms of gameplay.
Yeah, gameplay's great. Well, it's... I had it from a start. Like, whenever I started playing 15, I knew there was something up with the gameplay.
I still love 15 so goddamn much.
I love the characters.
I love
the main cast of characters.
I don't know, I like the extended cast.
I can't... Well, okay, I like Sydney. I like... Sid is cool. I don't know much about Sid, because I didn't play that other thing.
It didn't really give you much anyway, but I liked it anyway.
Okay.
It was just like a fun little silly thing. We're like, hey, do you want to play as... what's his name? King Regis?
King Regis, yeah.
Do you want to play as King Regis and a bunch of his friends as you smack around monsters?
I don't mind King Regis. I feel like as a character, he was just Sean Bean.
He was there to die.
I don't mind Core.
Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
I of course like Arden. I like Aranea. I can't say I like Luna Freya.
I like Luna Freya.
I just wish
she
they
deserves so much more.
They needed to do more with her. They needed to do more with a lot of those characters.
They needed to do more with 15 in general. I think it needed more DLC. And I know you're like, but it had so much. It needed more.
Well, that works. That works against it. The fact that it still needed more even after everything it got.
But there was a few things that it didn't need but gave us anyway, like what Gladio did when he left.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't need that. It was nice to have it, but I didn't need it.
Yeah, but that's what I feel like the DLC should have just been.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have gone as far as episode Ignis, where it's like, oh, we have 3 new endings now.
But the thing is, we didn't need episode Ignis. I'm saying we didn't need episode Ignis because it's fine to just think, okay, he lost his eye in the battle against Arden.
Yeah, we didn't know.
When we saw it,
specifically know.
Just made Ignis the best character in any Final Fantasy game.
I think they did. I think they did just enough with the main cast, but they didn't do enough with the extended cast.
We needed Prompto. Episode Prompto needed to happen, in my opinion.
Yeah. I remember seeing the original trailer for episode Prompto and being genuinely excited for it.
I love 15 so much. It's the biggest emotional reaction to a game I've ever had.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Like, I like there's plenty of games where I've been like, oh man, that's bummed me out, or that's sad, or even brought tears to my eyes, but completing 15 broke me for a day.
Damn.
I can't listen to Stand By Me without hurting.
Should have asked for more money.
I love this cast though. I do like this cast.
I love them.
That's something I'm so happy about as well, because we were shitting on Nomura last episode.
Yeah.
And there's one thing I can't stand about Nomura is that he simplifies characters down to their most basic of tropes.
Yeah.
And when you see what he did to like Cloud and Kingdom Hearts, it's the worst possible realization of that character.
I still don't understand why his design is like that.
Well, it has Vincent's thing on him.
There's like a bunch of shit that didn't have to be there. Like that, and that's where like the original. Hold on, how do I block again? Okay, I blocked.
You figured it out.
That's where like the original idea of like Cloud's Buster Sword being all wrapped up in bandages and looking cool for the sake of being cool.
Yeah.
It's like that's the problem with Nomura's designs, is that their only use is to be cool.
After a certain point, yeah, there was just like, cause like he's wearing Vincent's stuff, and it's implied the events of 7 happened. So I'm like, what's happened there? But you never learn it. And Cloud goes from like, he does have a sense of humor in these games, but
He gains one.
I don't know, even now he pops jokes a bit. Like, I should have asked for more money and stuff like that.
But it's at the he cracks jokes or cracks wise
at someone else's expense.
With at the expense and with the intent on hurting people.
Yeah.
He's a brash and hateful character at this point.
But in Kingdom Hearts, there's not even that. It's just like, I'm moody, I'm sad.
That's
because that's what people know Cloud for, is being moody and sad.
Which is so sad to know that, because Cloud is such a fantastically written character. All of these characters are so well written.
Which is why I'm so happy Nomura didn't get to do Final Fantasy Versus 13, because 15, I guarantee, is infinitely better than whatever he would have done.
Yeah.
Because even from the trailers we got for Versus 13, the character that became Noctis looks so much less interesting than what we actually got with Noctis, who actually has like a sense of humor and is a character and not just a walking trope.
Though I still find it weird that he likes fishing.
I love that about him. He
I
just
like
has
that
little quirks.
I like that about him too, but it's like someone that looks like him, I can't imagine would be really into fishing. It's like, I like listening to My Chemical Romance. Also, I caught this trout. It's a big one.
He's a happy boy. Leave him be. We all have hobbies. Jesse is thirsty as shit. Oh my god.
I love it.
You fool.
Pay more attention. I gotta pay more attention to your ass.
I mean, that's probably what she wants. But okay.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
I do like Jessie. I'm happy she got more character, and I'm fine with it. You get to fight a car! You get to fight a car!
Let's fight the car!
It's a car with legs and Warhammer 40k guns on it.
Woo!
It's a car! Look at it, that's like a chitty chitty bang bang with legs and shoes! Woo! It has chitty chitty shoes, and that is a Warhammer 40k bolter just strapped to it.
I do like
a car.
I love the sweepers.
That should give us an opening.
I love this world. I love these enemies.
Commands menu, okay. Let me fucking do something.
You can't. You need to build up your mana.
But it's gonna...
Just keep hitting him.
Okay, now let me do thunder. Yes.
Has shoes.
Why? Why does the car have shoes?
Keep his feet dry. Imagine being a robot with no arms and getting wet socks.
Imagine being a robot that wears socks.
You need them.
Why?
Why would you deprive a robot of the joy of socks?
The joy of socks. I can't wait to get my socks off most days.
The Joy of Socks sounds like a really awful self-help book.
It probably is.
Somewhere out
I
there.
imagine that being on the bargain bin. On the bargain bin, just kind of like on top.
Not even, people can't even be bothered to like sort it there. It's just like, whatever, put it there.
Yes.
Look at all that green.
It's like the only thing in the bargain bin. It's like filled up to the top. It's like all those copies of Max Payne 3 you see.
What happened with that?
I think it's all
I
of
heard it's good.
Yeah, all of the Max Payne games are really, really good. The problem is with Max Payne 3 is that they produced way too many of them.
Right.
And the value of them just went down.
It's like what happens with the Star Wars toys. Have you heard the story behind Star Wars toys? It's really interesting.
No.
So around that period of like movie making, the audience can just tell you had to do something there.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was adjusting the microphone.
But around that period of time, I believe movie merchandising really wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And they didn't expect Star Wars to like really make money because there was sci-fi movies I don't think did really that well back then because they were like really
oh no, yeah, they didn't
think pieces rather than
they did
like adventures.
George Lucas made sci-fi movies before Star Wars that just didn't do well.
Yeah, but then there was just like one company agreed to make some, like, you know, really cheap standard toys you get for, like, simple.
Yeah.
Like, a little, maybe coloring books and, like, some figures and stuff like that. And, of course, when Star Wars came out and everyone loved it, people really, really wanted to buy the merchandise, and they hadn't made enough at all, to the point that if you wanted to buy Star Wars merchandise for Christmas, shops started putting out, like, you could buy, like, cardboard that said, like, when these come back in stock, you will get this figure. And there's, like, pictures of children opening up their presents and seeing this piece of cardboard that says renew later for a Darth Vader figure and being so happy because they were like, oh my god, I'm gonna get Darth Vader later.
I don't have him now, but I have the promise of him later on.
And it was like that expensive because it was that rare because they didn't make enough of it. So when the prequels came around, people thought the same thing's gonna happen again, but the movie industry had completely changed. Like, making toys was so common for movies at that point. So people rushed in an attempt to just buy as much Jar Jar Binks merchandise as possible. But the thing is, there was so much Jar Jar Binks merchandise available, there were so many droid commanders and Obi-Wan Kenobis, that, like, they never sold out, and people just had hundreds upon hundreds of copies of toys that were worthless, and they were trying to sell it again for higher that it just wasn't worth.
Never said I was.
Jesus.
I'm just here for
It's hilarious.
Now merchandise is fucking stupid.
Oh, you can get, like, toys for anything.
Do the damn job!
I'm always confused that, like, have you seen, like, some of, like, the 80s action figures for movies?
Yeah.
There's, like, children's toys for, like, Predator and Alien.
Yeah, that always confused me as well.
It's like, hey, kids, do you want to play Aliens? Do you want this cool mech and the Alien Queen? Whoa, so cool! And then you actually see the movie and the Alien Queen rips a human in parts. And little babies crawl out of your stomach. And you're like, here, kids, have an official... Wow, I've got cardboard for John Hurt with his stomach open!
Your call, Merc.
20 minutes or 30 minutes? We're doing 20.
minutes.
Pretty cocky, ain't you?
20-minute boss fight.
Hell yeah.
Scorpion!
Scorpion Sentinel!
I love this thing.
It does look fucking cool. It's just a perfect example of, like,
This is
how well these designs translate to HD.
Yeah, there's something I love about some designs, which is just like when you can, like, designs that retain the simple shapes.
Yeah.
And 7's like the perfect, like, 7 and Halo 3 are like perfect examples of that. Because you can just break them down into the simple shapes and they're like so iconic and like recognizable for it. And they translate well when you put in like more detail and graphics into them, because you can be like, wow, that looks really great. Also, that is like a design I can identify immediately as being from this. And then you look at like Cloud from Kingdom Hearts and you're like, that's not Cloud. I barely recognize him.
Yeah, it's Nomura. We're shitting on Nomura again, but
Of course he's shit.
Nomura's designs really, especially his modern designs, really don't translate well, or they don't pass the silhouette test very well.
There's so much going on.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plans,
I know he tried. I think Nomura did a redesign of Batman, and it was just, there was just like, it's cool, but when you think about it, you're like, there's so much going on. I have no clue what to think about this. I guess like whoever's editing maybe put it up, because Jesus Christ, it's like his cape has like arms on it.
Stupid.
It's like, that's just not Batman. Speaking of Batman, that trailer.
I'm really excited. A lot of people don't know what to think, but I'm really happy that we have like a kind of detective noir Batman movie.
Like, I've seen Batman so much now that I'm just like, I feel like I've seen this movie. But I'm also happy that we're just getting a Batman movie, which is early days again. Batman hopefully will actually act like Batman and not like whatever Zack Snyder made him act like, or Joss Whedon made him act like. And also, we're getting a Batman movie, or like something from the Batman mythos for the first time that hopefully isn't going to be referencing Joker in a long while. Because everything so far has always, even in the comics, they have to be like, hey, let's talk about Joker and how cool Joker is. Don't you love Joker? But I'm just like, I'm tired of Joker. Do something else, please, for the love of God.
Yeah, Joker's really been like...
We've done everything we possibly can with Joker to the point that you made him a My Chemical Romance singer.
We've referenced My Chem twice in this episode
Well,
now.
I'm not wrong. Like, there's just something so, like, that missed the mark with the Suicide Squad design.
Yeah,
Imagine going like, we need to make Joker sexy.
yeah, I mean, there's been versions of the comics where he's been like covered in tattoos and like really buff, but like
Not to like that
not
extent.
yeah, it's weird.
I don't
It's
like
strange.
it. I'm not a fan. What were you doing, Zack Snyder? Bring all my bitches
Zack
back.
Snyder!
Yeah, I'm glad we both thought the exact same thing. It's
Bring
a little
all my
upset.
Batman back.
It's a little upset.
An auto repair unit.
Let's
Take it out quick or we're screwed.
braver.
Ooh, explosions.
Let's do another braver on that
Right leg.
right leg.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot.
Ow! Ow!
It's
Ow!
upset.
Barret!
I've got a feeling it doesn't like what's happening. It's aiming its very big guns at you.
Rain hell on us.
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
Hey!
You did it. Here comes the next part of the boss fight, because this thing has like 12 phases.
Well, I've already gone through all the phases.
Have you?
Yeah. Look how
That was quick. Holy shit.
I know how to play the game.
I like that boss fights aren't just 2 or 3 phases in this game. There's like 100.
Yeah, just like, and you visibly the boss gets more and more disheveled. It even happens to like monster bosses like Apps and stuff. Yeah, he's called Abzu in this one.
There's a robot in the life juice.
Robot in the life juice.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on.
I love
Gotta
him.
move.
I love these characters.
Oh, next time on ONAMI, we're gonna.
Shit, really? Oh.
We gotta go. We gotta run. Ah.
Ah. Ah, he's going for the door!